Okay, look, I'm not the kind of guy to talk about Fortnite. I mean, what's a Fortnite? Apparently it's something, since I've been playing it since Chapter 2, Season 2. That isn't the focus of today, no. Today I woke up as all of us do, and I felt a seething rage I could not describe. What was this feeling, I asked? Oh, I don't know. Let me blame it on the Cube Queen again! So first of all, why bring her up? What does she have to do with anything I care about? Oh, she doesn't. No, like, really, Fortnite lore isn't important to me. Sure, it may have had me interested between Seasons 2 and 7, which is the majority of what I myself have experienced. But do you notice how I left out Season 8, our current season? Yeah.
Let me explain.
Season 7 ended in such a way that looked like chaos was falling literally onto the island after that massive UFO exploded. The cubes decided to drop their doctor's office toy box, a Rubik's Cube, down onto the island, and with it, the identity of the last reality was revealed. Cube rock golems started to invade the lands, and big bubbles of oil began appearing over some locations due to land radiation. To me, this felt like we had finally reached a climax where, hey, the invaders' identities were revealed, and now everything is getting messed up due to the incompetence of IO. They're finally at their wits' end. And do you know what happened? Nothing. Really? There were cubes moving like snails across the map, there was a golden cube moving towards the center, and some lazy blue cube off chilling in a corner. Oh, and the cubes had children. Now I get it. Fortnite needs to be left in a static state for a while so the devs can make more content for us to receive later down the line. This isn't where I had issues with this season. Even if I have my own gripes with this season, but this isn't a Fortnite review, so let's ignore those feelings for now. Okay, so be me. Wake up one day and you realize that the hidden skin that they have for this season was finally being revealed today. I get on the game and see the trailer they greet me with. What is that? So yeah, it was the Cube Queen. My immediate thought was, why is it a cubicle? But that was before I realized the other issues with her. I get on with a friend and we play to see the new center of the map, which totally doesn't look like a test map, and we start to process what she brought to the table. It was only a few minutes later when something clicked. Hey, this is the main antagonist, isn't it? Main threat behind the invasion and leader of these cube people? Why is she only now showing up? Before this, we had no idea who may have been leading them or what their intentions were, which had to be built up to in a sense. Though that's just it. There was no build up to her. The invaders, heck, let alone the cubes, seemed to be doing their jobs pretty well without her. We had at least speculated they had a leader, and that perhaps this new skin we were getting was said leader. It's just too bad she had to look so ugly. Like, what is that purple slice of pizza on your face, ma'am? Not only does this design not make me think cube leader, but the design, I'm pretty sure, was taken from some VTuber's design. Really cool idea for what could be considered the current main threat to Fortnite as a whole. Okay, fine. Maybe her looks aren't my type. But what cosmetics does she bring? So, first off the bat, we have a back bling that's giving me secondhand PTSD from that somber ARG that happened years ago. Then we have a staff. I mean, staff is pretty cool, I guess, but it's nothing too crazy. What? You mean to tell me that this lady is able to outright murder whole realities with this thing? Why is she using it as a regular harvesting tool? Oh, these trees look mighty threatening today. Well, time to smite. Before we move on, I want to state that yes, I understand that Fortnite is a bit limited in what they can do when it comes to building up something. Foreshadowing is their greatest tool when it comes to this, or even leaving behind little clues as the game goes on. They clearly plan ahead when it comes to this game and the events that will play out. And sure, maybe it isn't fair to judge Cube Queen for not appearing until now. To be fair, we didn't even know these invaders had cubes of them. But they've been foreshadowing this since Season 6. Season 6 foreshadowed the invaders to something larger coming our way with the whole Raz quest line. Season 7 showed the invaders and that they had more up their sleeve with some kind of plan. And then 8 revealed the true identity of said invaders. They had been working up to this for 3 seasons now. Was there not even a chance that we could have heard word from their leader before this? Maybe little peeks into what they were doing? Or what this mysterious force was capable of? I'm really not asking for much, just something to make her abrupt appearance significant. I really wouldn't have much of an issue with the design if her actual character wasn't so sudden. Though yeah, I get it. Expecting a Fortnite character to have more depth than a puddle is asking a bit much. But then what about Agent Jones, the Foundation, Sloan? They at the minimum had an introduction that showed what they were like, how they interacted with what they were given, and presented how important they were along with their position of power. Cube Queen, meanwhile, just walks up to the island and spouts her "the time for games is over" crap, and is then left seen hibernating over the game's test map for the rest of time. A character that seems to have a ton of significance is introduced with such little substance and build-up, and it makes me wonder if she's even their queen? Like, why is she human? How is she associated with cubes? Fortnite has done characters better than this, and so far, nearly everything about this villain has been so sudden, underwhelming, and disappointing. But Cardboard Kid, you may ask, isn't it unfair to compare her to characters that go beyond a single season? What if she's only around for Season 8? Of course she'd be simple! That is fully correct. There really is a high chance that once Season 8 ends, she won't be around anymore. So to establish a character within the time limit of a singular season must be hard to do. Like, I can't discredit the devs on that. Coming up with stories that are told in bursts can be hard to do. Here's the thing. They've made a character that has been season exclusive with an interesting story. While the waters are muddy on whether this person can be seen as a good or bad guy, did they not do something similar with Midas? Midas was sudden. He got introduced at the start of Season 2 and was shown off in a leader kind of light. At first, we didn't think much of him. It's just another skin. But then his room got revealed. Now, I joined into Season 2 really late into its lifespan. They had delayed the season and allowed it to be around for longer, thank goodness, because if I got into Fortnite Season 3, I don't know where I'd be in life. Though from my perspective, Midas was an odd fellow. He could turn things and people to gold, of course, but there seemed to be more going on. Signs of him actually being a double agent were realized, and he had that suit in his room. Eventually, we noticed he had some kind of device. Right off the bat, we see that he has intentions, some kind of history we're unaware of due to the suit, and then he has some big plan ready. Then, well, we had the Season 2 event. Whoa, what is that coming out of the ground? Is it doing something to the storm? What is this right room? Whoa, wait, the storm is gone? Why is there water everywhere? Is that Jonesy? Oh my god! So yes, Midas sort of left an impression. Granted, that last part was his endgame as a character in the plot, and we have yet to see Cube Queens. But my point is, there was at least something to be expected of from Midas. There was build-up, little clues, and foreshadowing all in that singular season. After Season 2, he gets eaten by his shark, hoo-ha. There could have been something. Something to let us know that the Cube Queen exists. What she's going to do when she arrives, and it doesn't need to tell us outright. Her impact as a character feels so minimal because the cubes and invaders were already destroying and manipulating the island without her. Sure, you could say that she was giving orders behind the scenes. Sure, you could say she was the one that found the island once the Sideways Rift got opened. Do you see any of this in-game or even in other media? No! She really did just walk up and decide to show herself as a being with high power without us even getting to see what that power is! Imagine if in Infinity War, Thanos is a threat with the gauntlet the whole time, and we're told how devastating he is, but doesn't decide to actually fight or engage until he has all of the stones to snap his fingers. Like, that doesn't make me feel threatened. It just feels like hearing about a school bully that has rumors how buff he is, and yet this guy doesn't even go to your school yet. Sure, there's a threat, but is the threat really there if I don't see signs of it anywhere? Whoa, Cardboard Kid. Chill. This is only Season 8. We still have Season 9 and Season X to go through. She's probably just a decoy for a bigger threat. So why get so worked up about it? Yeah, that could happen. But do you mind putting some lens on for a moment? Imagine if this was Season X for Chapter 2. Imagine if Season 8 was actually the last season for this chapter. Do you see problems then? They've clearly been building up to this. If they wanted, they could make this the final threat. the pieces are there. You know, with stuff in the background being built up since Season 1, little crumbs left behind as we see things slowly get introduced. This doesn't feel like a finale to the chapter to what they've been building up to for a year or two now. Some of the main characters are still scattered about. Sloane just booked it off the island, I assume. The Foundation is back on the island somewhere, and Jones, I presume, is in the middle of nowhere, New Hampshire. But again, the finale to this season could be cool. It's just disappointing knowing that potentially the final threat to this chapter is a character that suddenly showed up and has done absolutely nothing so far. Maybe we'll see her powers in this finale, but I'm not excited for this. I want her gone, not because of how I see her as a threat. No, I want her gone so this character can be tossed into obscurity right after Season 8 ends. There really was so much time to build her up, and they flat out didn't. The best thing she brought to the table was her glider, which doesn't need to be exclusive to her. The hoverboard is what's forming the stairs, I'm pretty sure. Why can't I use this on Brutus? Clearly, this is the worst thing she has taken from us. This really could have been handled better. Her looks, her introduction, her character, and importance as a whole, it's just not there for me. It isn't. Like, I am done. This is potentially the worst thing they have ever put out. It's just frustrating. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not a Fortnite channel, okay? I am not. I never will be. I'm done.
After all that. Wow.
Hey, that was a good effort. Uh-oh. Well.